Ibn Taymiyyah said, when Allah wants to revive Islam, listen carefully to this statement. When Allah wants to revive Islam, He creates enemies to Islam. Because when there are enemies, then Muslims will stand up to defend their faith and they step up when they feel threatened. And this is why, if you go to some Muslim countries, we are now not in a Muslim country. When you go to Muslim countries, you see people, generally speaking, they are less religious. They are less keen. The masjids are less full. If you come here at Fajr time to this masjid, and you go to a masjid in a Muslim country, you might find this masjid is a lot more full. Why? One of the reasons psychologically is Muslims in Muslim countries, they feel safe. There's no threat. There's nothing to worry about. Here, day in and day out, there's always a threat to your iman, so you are worried. You are in fear. And that's what makes you step up your game. That's what makes you increase your commitment. If you don't increase your commitment, you're going to be finished. You're swimming against the current. You're not swimming with the current. And so this is why the first thing, very important to understand, Allah is the most powerful. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sometimes gives power to the zalim, the oppressor. He does. That's His sunnah. And sometimes Allah gives power to the believer. And in both of those is the test. These are the sunan of Allah. He will always create for the believers a group of enemies to see. Because when that situation is created, the real committed believers will shine. Just as in the battle of Ahzab and in many other parts of the Quran, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala proves, only when tested with a difficult enemy do the true believers shine. And the fake believers run away from the battle. Today, we are at war. Yes, we are at war. Maybe not a physical war. But Muslims, there is an intellectual war from atheism, from all these liberal ideologies, from these gender ideologies. Whether it's at school, whether at university, we are at war. A war of ideas, not a war of weapons. If it's not you, your children will be victims to this war. And the real question is, who is going to stand up and fight? Who is going to defend their deen with ilm, with basirah, with knowledge and with wisdom and with intelligence? Who is going to defend Islam and who is going to move forward with confidence? And who is going to hide in the corner and who is going to slink away from the battle and say, maybe Islam really isn't the truth? This is where the true believers, the men, get separated